be able to create a standard for every student, just like what has created standardization on the buses now. At least some times ago you wouldn't know this bus is for school or this bus, where is it going? But now the yellow color has created that. Two, it is on the issue of the equality. Where we come from, there's too much poverty. And I think most of the time we were trying to do a project for all the kids to have a uniform. So I would really support that. Two, on the economics of scale. As much as we buy, the more we buy, the more we will reduce prices. And the more we reduce prices, is the more we will be able to afford. So I'm supporting, and I really want to acknowledge Madam Machonga for that. And I think those are my comments. Thank you.
Well spoken, nominated member. Honorable members, the next opportunity goes to the Honorable Bishop Kosgei, nominated member.
Madam Speaker, on the onset, I want to congratulate the Member of Parliament, Gathoniwa Mashomba, for introducing this motion. This is not only important but timely. Number one, we cannot overemphasize the purpose of having uniform for our children, because the same has been dealt with since morning. But I think this motion is so important because it is speaking to two important areas in accessibility to education in this country. Number one is that it is speaking to affordability, that we must make uniform and guarantee the children of this country that school uniform is affordable to every child in this country. Secondly, we must have convenience, that it must be convenient for every child in this country and for every parent to be able to give and buy uniform for their children. Therefore, as we speak to this motion, we should separate few things from one to another. Whether the issues of color is not an issue here. I think the issue of color has been so diverse and has been so impressive, and many people are having it with nostalgia when you speak about the school and the color of your own school. So it's about identity. But I think the two most important is affordability and convenience. So I think we guarantee that when this motion matures to a bill, we guarantee you, through you, Madam Chair, that we will support, I will support the act that will be put forward in the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bishop. Honorable members, the next opportunity goes to Honorable Nicholas Gikolong, the member for Turkana East.
I thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance to add my voice on this motion. Madam Speaker, I arise to oppose this motion because of the following reasons. Madam Speaker, our education sector has a lot of things for us as members of Parliament to discuss and find a way of helping those problems to make our schools to develop. Like now, instead of the uniform, we need to talk about infrastructure. We need to talk about the teachers' shortage in schools. We need to talk about school fees and also the cost of this uniform, instead of talking the texture, color, and all this. Madam Speaker, just a few minutes ago, you just announced that there are some students from two schools from the correct constituency. in the speaker's gallery. And us, we started looking up there to identify those